God bless you guys. This is
And this
Cindy,
is Eleni.
and we're
Glory
Glory Girls for Jesus. And today, Eleni and I wanted to just come on and just encourage you that when you got God by your side, you could do the impossible. There's so many stories in the Bible that shares about how God does the impossible through these men and women of God, because God is there with them. Because God says, "I will never leave you nor forsake you." And that's important for you to know today, that with God by your side, you can do anything. Because it said, with God, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You know, there's many stories, like I mentioned, like I think about the story of Gideon. Gideon was a soldier that with God by his side, with 300 men, he was able to defeat thousands of men because God is by his side. I think about the Battle of Jericho. And at the Battle of Jericho, they walked around and they worshiped the Lord. And when they blew their trumpet and they shouted, those walls fell down because they were worshiping the Lord, because they had God by their side. They had the Ark of the Covenant, God's presence going before them. You know, I also think about with Samson, when he defeated 1,000 men with just a jawbone of a donkey. That shows that you could do things with God by your side. I think about David and Goliath, how David defeated Goliath with God by his side with just a stone. So I want you to know today that with God by your side, you could defeat all your enemies. You could do all things, right, Eleni? Don't you
Absolutely.
agree?
And just one thing, God doesn't think like we do. So even if it doesn't make sense to you in the natural, don't worry about it. God got to figure that out. His thoughts surpass our thoughts. So just trust him. He is the God of the impossible.
Absolutely. You know, and you even mentioned like when God by your side, like how he parted the Red Sea.
Yes, isn't that amazing?
Yeah, like the enemy.
Who would have thought in the natural that he would be able to do that? But look how he saved his people, his Israelites.
Absolutely. Because the enemy was coming right back after them, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, Lord, what are we gonna do?" And he's like, "What do you have?" Staff. He put the staff down, and right there, parted the Red Sea.
That is amazing. I would have loved to have been there to see that.
Oh my goodness, but there's so much that God has done. You know, when I think about the story of David and Goliath, you know, he was such a young little boy, you know, but he had a big heart. He had a big faith. He was very courageous because, you know, the God in him was bigger than anything that he was facing. It was bigger than all these giants that we're facing today. It's bigger than the enemy. But he took that stone and he had 5 stones. 5 is the number of grace, because, you know, when you got God grace by you, you could do all things. And with those 5 stones, he took one stone and knocked down Goliath. Well, you know what we have? We have the rock. That's Jesus. When you got Jesus, the rock, that you're standing on that solid rock, then he will defeat all your enemies. Because with God by your side, like I said, you can do anything. So today we want to encourage you, when you got God by your side, know that all things are possible. Know that you can do anything because God defeated it all. Amen. He did it all. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Because if God be for us, who dare be against us? So we encourage you today, know that God is by your side and you can do anything. So God bless you guys.